Hey, it's Ruben Lowy, and it's Saturday afternoon here in McAllen, Texas. I was going to go swimming, but it's raining. We had a really good training today at the base shop, and Bernadette Kim brought out goals, all right, or your reasons why, okay, and that's strong. Um, Actually, if you have a goal or desired outcome strong enough, it will actually become part of your subconscious. And what happens is, even if you go into beta mode, you get under stress where your brain can't process new information, even to help get you out of your stress situation. What happens is you, if you have a goal that's set in your subconscious mind, your amygdala will actually hunt for the path to get you there. Okay, so that's why it's really important to have a goal. So if you're sitting down with somebody and they tell you their really strong reason why they're doing what they're doing, they will, and they start slacking off, or they start signing up for the witness protection program. You pull that card out. You ask them, hey, remember you told me how you want, have you found another way to get this? Or, don't you want it? You still want this? Okay, and you can light them back up. I got this really, it's been part of me for a long time, and nobody wants to talk to me about it. Whatever. All right, I got it. I look at it all the time. I think about it all the time. I actually figured out I got to make $500,000 a year, and for 3 years in a row, before I would have enough money to qualify to finance that property, have enough down payment and closing costs, and have that property. And I need to have 6 SMDs, all, all producing, right, to get to that point. Okay. So that's, I worked that out a long time ago, and I just have it. It's part. I know it. Don't have, I know exactly the numbers I need. Okay. Now I'm having a challenge. But I did something, because I still have a job, okay? And so I live in the Rio Grande Valley of Texas, and there are over 500 produce warehouses here in the valley, and I've only talked to 60 of them, okay? And my boss wants me to, dig up the rest of them. Well, in that process, I'm making a lot of phone calls. I'm finding out who's there and who's not, and who the correct person to get in contact with. And a lot of them, the person I talked to before, they ain't there anymore. There's a lot of turnover in that industry. Okay, and the new people want to hear what I got to say. And so I actually made the biggest sale I've made in this year, yesterday, doing that. And I'm like, you know what? At the end of the 4:30, there's nobody else for me to talk to in that business, so I'm back on here. So I started digging in. I started calling people that I hadn't talked to for a while, that I've talked to originally, and they said no, right? And then I'm starting to see, they're more amenable to what we're talking about. Okay, there's things, and then it's really kind of funny when you learn, when you're not stumped by the objections. Like, oh, I already got a financial advisor. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but you're not understanding what we're doing. Marshall Falk, you heard of him? You think he's got a financial advisor? Yeah, he's in our business. All right. You shut that right down, right? There's, all kinds of things, that, the objections that people pull on you that you like, you've heard of them. I've heard them all, right? And, no problem. If you don't want to do this, I'm looking for somebody who's after it. I'm looking for somebody who wants to set the world on fire, right? Who wants to make a difference and really help people. I'm like, well, I'm that way, right? Start talking about, credibility. They're literally teaching our curriculum out of the Saving Your Future book at Harvard Business School, Columbia Business School, Oracle, and the FBI. You think maybe we went through a little scrutiny to get in with the FBI? What do you think of that? So here's the thing, okay? Is somebody's objection, is that going to keep you from your bodacious goal? Their little doubt going to keep you from getting what you want? Okay? Here's what it's like. I used to be Roy Jones Jr.'s sparring partner. And this is before we went to the Olympics, right? He'd already won the Golden Gloves. And I was really good at cutting the ring off. And so I was knocking guys clean out of the ring and knocking them out sparring. And Roy Sr. puts me in the ring with Roy Jones Jr. because he was doing the same thing with, I was from lightweight to welterweight. I was handling him, and Roy Jr. from welterweight on up to heavyweight, he was handling him. And so Roy Sr. put us in the ring together, but he wouldn't let Roy Jr. use anything but his jab. I thought whatever I wanted. And I got him in the corner. I wanted to get him in, but I still couldn't touch him. I couldn't get past his jab. Okay? What a jab does to you. You get this plan in your head, okay, what you're going to do, and then as soon as somebody just touches you with that jab, it erases everything, right? Because it puts you right in beta right away. Isn't that crazy? Okay, right. That's what happens when people give you an objection. That's what happens when people give you criticism. All right. That's what happens. All right. When people doubt you. Okay. Until you get a contingency for it. Okay. And I tell you what, I've been thinking about it for a while because it's been kind of frustrating me. Right. There's a saying in the SEAL teams that when in doubt, moderation's for cowards. When in doubt, overload. All right. And that came from World War II when they teach them the demolition calculations and they're trying to blow up all these obstacles, on Normandy Beach, and they've been swimming for 4 miles, they're freezing cold, the bullets are flying and bombs are going off everywhere, and they can't remember the calculation. Just put enough, overload that obstacle. Just make sure you blow it up. Okay? And that's what you got to do to win in anything, but for sure in this business. Okay? So I got a 7-step this at 5 o'clock, and I got one confirmed right now, and I'm going to make sure I got a few more on it, but I got one more recruit to get to have my 3 for this month, and then I got to get my points. But that's the answer. That's how you get past the doubt. That gets, anybody throwing out some subtle little comment to put some doubt in your head, you just overload. Okay? Don't worry about what you know or what you don't know. All right? In the presentations already, in the blue book or the green flip chart, all right, the video, there's already enough confirming information to get you, covered for you. Okay? And you can just plow ahead with this business. All right. Ruben Lowing. Have a great weekend.